Hey guys, Unchained here, and today I have a message for somebody who is looking to heal themselves. I'm not sure what direction this reading will take, but I guess we will see after we pull the cards. Let's see if maybe this deck will give us an idea of what spread to use. Change. So this is got to do with someone changing the way they think and the way they operate from the mind. We're going to pull some oracle cards first and see what we can get here. This is a brand new deck. I haven't used it very much yet. So we're going to give this deck a chance to talk and see if the universe can tell us something through it. How are you guys doing tonight? Just let me know down in the comments below. Remember, so this has got to do with memories or with something that happened in the past. We're going to leave this card in the middle here. So this is what you need. This is what you need a change. It's something to do with your memories. I'm not sure if you remember something incorrectly, or what's more likely is that you're going to have to change your perspective about something that happened in the past. I think this is something that has affected you a lot in life. Yeah, I am getting that nostalgic feeling. And this mindset shift is crucial because it affects your gratitude and the way you perceive what you have now in terms of luck or abundance. So the idea of gratitude is very interesting. Gratitude is an emotion that will change your vibration. It really makes your vibration higher. Gratitude is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. I have learned this the hard way as well. Yeah, like gratitude is a thing of love, you guys. So it does not belong to the energy of fear. On the contrary, it's opposite. It belongs to the energy of love. And if you are looking to increase your vibration, practicing gratitude and living in the energy of gratitude will give you that a lot. Let's see if there's anything you can do that will help you make this change in your mindset, something to do with memories that affects your ability to have gratitude in your life. And maybe this deck doesn't. Okay. Approve. So you have to approve it. You have to allow yourself to see the past from a different lens. And by understanding that it will affect the way you relate to gratitude, it's almost like you're allowing it to happen. What's on the bottom of the deck here? Forgive. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is really a confirmation. Okay, so we're going in the right direction here, guys. I think we got the message. And now we're going to start digging deeper. This deck seems to be doing really good for us. So let's see. Let's see how your life will change as you know it if you change this mindset. Yeah, like in what areas will your life improve? What is something that you cannot see about it? Create. So you will completely change the way you create things, the way you create a reality, and the way you create your life and your environment. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, so if you change the way you remember something that you've experienced. This could go all the way back to childhood, but it could be something recent. Perhaps you're an adult and you've had something happening in your teenage years, or maybe even your young adult years, maybe a previous relationship, or maybe some decisions that you make and took in a certain direction. You can just reframe the way you look at that memory now. And if you use if you're grateful for the problems you have been faced with, as opposed to, for example, being in that victim mentality, it's you're going to allow the universe and your mind to change the way it functions. This will affect your power of creation, because as humans, we are, before anything, we are creators. And everything we do every day is basically an exercise in creating. Yeah, it will affect the way you create things. Where can you look for support while you're making this change? So make use of your compassion. When we have compassion, we are coming from a different energy. We operate from a different energy, and this can include compassion for yourself, but as well as compassion for others. So perhaps if somebody hurts you, instead of looking back on them with hate, you can. It's almost like you have compassion for them, right? It's that is true forgiveness, right? So that will help you with forgiving them, but most even more so, it's forgiving yourself, right? So maybe you're putting yourself down for some decisions you made, maybe for some people you've allowed into your life. And right now, if you have any like bittersweet feelings or anything like that, try to exercise compassion for yourself, right? And don't overjudge yourself for allowing that to happen to you. Yeah, compassion is a another really high vibrational energy or emotion. Yeah, you guys, if you want to raise your vibration, just always practice positive emotions. So try to connect to your positive emotions. That really raises your vibration. And revisit. Um, this is how you can reward yourself for embracing this change, changing your mindset regarding a memory. You will be able to revisit this memory, and it will not affect you the same way. So now, for example, like when I look back on some things that I've been through, I revisit those memories. It lowers my vibration, right? Because I am still like really negative about it, perhaps, right? But once you go through these changes and you started this process, you're allowing the universe to help you with it, and you're working with your emotions. You can revisit this these memories, and you will look at them completely differently, right? Like you will perhaps get better emotions out of it, like gratitude and compassion, right? So it's like this is your reward for doing the work. You can look back on your life, and you can see how it all flew, um, kind of like peacefully, like a river, and it brought you to the point where you are today, right? So when we look at it from that perspective, our personal history just starts taking on a whole um, new mindset, or like new perspective. Okay, let's pull some clarifiers here. Let's go with the time travelers. Sorry, guys, I had to pause the video. My silly huskies stole my lipstick. My goodness, crazy dog. Okay, so let's see if we can dig deeper into this memory here a little bit. So this memory has got to do with something you were planning. So what I'm getting here is you perhaps this was a relationship, but it could be something else. It could be a situation as well. But it's like you were seeing it in your mind's eye, which direction that relationship or thing was gonna take in the future. And it's almost like looking back now, you thought you would never be what you are today, right? Like for example, like if somebody told me maybe like 2 years ago that I was gonna be here today, I was gonna be like, no way, my life is going a different way because I was subconsciously planning a different direction, right? So this is something that you thought you were probably gonna have for many years to come, this relationship, or maybe it's something that you thought was gonna affect your life in such a way where you would not be where you are today if everything went according to the plan, but it didn't. Yeah, it didn't, and I have a feeling that it's almost you're looking back on it, and it almost gives you that feeling of look what they've done to me, kind of thing, right? Like look what happened. Like it's almost like it's not fair. Yeah, you whatever happened, you did not cause it to end or to go in the direction it went. Yeah, you had something different in mind. Okay, let's get one more card here, and then we're gonna get into tarot. Light. So something was illuminated to you. You saw something, and you realized at some point that that relationship or situation was not going to go in the direction you initially thought it was going to go. And I think what you don't realize is that that was a breakthrough for you. So it was a breakthrough in energies, like the universe took you in a completely different direction. Yeah. Yeah, so it's almost like you were going through that cycle, going, and then something got illuminated, you saw something and you realized that you can no longer go in that direction, and it's like you like leveled up. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, I think that's enough for this deck here. Life force energy, so it's almost like the kundalini was looking to awaken, and it couldn't have done it if everything went in the direction you initially thought. Yeah, so I'm almost getting like a tower energy, like something just kind of like hit the ground, and you're like, oh screw it, I gotta go this other direction. Yeah, and you look back on it, and you're getting some bittersweet feelings. Yeah, it's so weird how it happens that way, guys. Like I always remember that saying, like humans make or people make plans, and God just laughs at them. That is like the older I get, the more I'm like, oh my goodness, that is so true. It's like sometimes life surprises you in such a it's almost like outrageous. It's like, how could this freaking go this way? Like, are you kidding me? Like, no way. Especially lately, like everything is getting so fast. Like the energies are just like running through us, like changing everything, moving. Yeah, we're definitely in between worlds as a species here on Earth right now, I believe. Roots. Okay, so something to do with your gratitude. Oh my goodness, you guys, you know what I'm getting here? It's almost like your ancestors like came through and like changed some things for you, um, turned them in a different direction to like help you remember who you are. So instead of being, kind of upset about what happened, you should be grateful because it's taking you in a direction that brings you closer to yourself or to your life purpose or mission. Yeah, and instead of looking at it and like kind of being in that like victim mentality, you should just be grateful, because it's almost like your life force, like your spirit team, your ancestors just forced you to go in a different direction, and you are going in the right direction. Even if this looked like super shiny and like attractive at the time, you are on a better path now. That much I know. Okay, let's see what's up with this approve here. Yeah, this is something that if you approve it, it will it will do it will change you in a very, very positive manner. Cage, freedom, release, and reclaiming power. So that's the direction it will take you in. So if you approve, it's almost like if you allow your perspective to shift from being, like a little bit better about it, to being grateful for what had happened. It will release you. It will help you reclaim your personal power. It will give you freedom, right? Like, I mean, look at this guy. What is that? My goodness. I cannot even. Oh, it's fire, maybe. Okay, so look at this guy. He's got like the fire in the cage, and he's about to release it, right? So after he releases this fire here, it's almost like it lights him up and it boosts him. It like ascends his kundalini like straight to his crown chakra. Look how happy he is about it too. It's like he knows something big is about to pop. Okay, and it will okay, so if you allow this to happen, it will change the way you create things. And woo, okay, that came out, I guess. Trinity, balancing decisions, priorities, adapting to change. So it will help you create yourself, put yourself together in a different way. You are going to function way better than before because your vibration will be higher, and you will just, this is an upgrade. This is absolutely an upgrade for you. Yeah, this is the kind of healing that it will just like take you to a whole other level. On the surface, it doesn't seem like much, but when you start actually like digging deep and stuff, you realize that it really changes the way you behave at all levels. Yeah, so you will be more able to balance decisions, so to make appropriate decisions. So it helps your mind, and it makes you better understand where your priorities are. So then your creation is more pure and aligned with yourself, and it also helps you adapt to change. Right. So the way you create your life and your reality, it just makes it easier for this to incorporate this change into your life. Wow, so interesting. Okay, let's see what's going on with this compassion here, because this is somewhere where you can look for support while you're making this change. And remember, we said it was compassion for the people around you, but like most definitely compassion for yourself. Okay, maybe that didn't really come out. Blood moon, illusion, uncertainty, and narcissism. Okay, so what your it's like your compassion, it almost takes this like negative feelings out of you that are based in fear, like illusion, and being unsure about the future, because as people we crave certainty like to such degree that it can actually like keep us stagnant, because we would rather know the evil that's going to happen tomorrow than not know the goodness that's going to happen tomorrow. We crave that certainty. We're so addicted to it, right? And a lot of us are also like addicted to like illusion, and we're more comfortable living in an illusion that we know than a truth that we do not know. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So having compassion will eradicate all this like fear-based emotions that you have, because these emotions hold you back, And it's all about change, you guys. Like the more appropriate and adequate we are with our change, the way we approach change, the better for us it is, right? So if some of us are really good at dealing with change, some of us are not, but I mean most of us are not very comfortable in change. And that's, if you think about it from a higher perspective, that's really messed up because everything changes all the time. And for some reason we like always sit there and we try to hold on to the things we know and to the stability that we have. But there is a way to have stability through change, and the way we do that, something like we change a lot, our environment and life and the times, everything changes a lot, but there are still some things that do not change, right? And that's why they say live in self-love, because even through the changes you can like always love yourself, you can always have compassion with yourself, you can always be grateful for what's happening to you. So although everything changes, there are some things that don't change, and that's the way, like it's almost like you find a way to work the system of life. I know that sounds funny, but I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down here. Okay, so use compassion because it's going to help you with illusion and dealing with uncertainty and narcissism. I'm not saying you're a narcissist, you guys, or anything like that, God forbid, but it's just kind of like narcissistic traits. We all have them, right? We all want like the shiny cars and the big mansions and the beautiful like husband or whatever, right? But yeah, those are pretty narcissistic, only in the sense that they are superficial, right? So anything that's like superficial and it has no depth, it has no reality, or is not truly real. And if it's not real, then it's of a narcissistic energy. And how will this help you if you allow this change to happen? If you realize that your ancestors pretty much helped you with this, even if it was painful, and you allow this change in perspective, the way you approach this past situation, it will help you with your heart, right? This is basically the way you reward yourself. You're rewarding your heart, your feelings, right? And then the heart also has to do a lot with attracting abundance to you, right? So we want our heart chakra to function properly. That will give you love, like unconditional love for yourself and others, but it also attracts like a lot of goodness and abundance to you, right? So then when you revisit this old this thing, whatever happened in the past here, you will be able to get an emotional awakening and an intuitive feeling, kind of like you realize that you followed your heart through it all. It's almost like a deep part of you made all this happen over here, so you can move through the process and come back to your heart, like give your heart an awakening, right? Like discover that self-love, and that intuition. The higher your self-love is, the higher your intuition, because we all have intuition, but some of us don't listen to it because we don't love ourselves enough to discover who we are. Because once you know who you are, that's when your intuition really really like takes off, right? Because you learn how to read your emotions, right? Yeah, because your emotions are a response to reality, right? So when you know yourself really well, what happens? Then you feel some things and it's like, okay, this is my feeling, this is not, this is a projection from the outside, right? So then that gives you a lot of information about what's going on out there, right? That's your intuition. It just gives you like gentle nudges. But either way, when you're done with this process, you're going to be able to look back at what happened here, and you're gonna realize that it has awakened you. It has brought you closer to yourself, right? So first, you practice gratitude for what happened back here. Then you allow, approve the change to happen. You allow the change to happen, um, and after that you're starting to create like a better life and a better you, by realizing that decisions can completely affect everything in your life. right? So then you're able to like better create your life by making better decisions and by realizing what your priorities are, right? And after that, you're going to be able to look for support. Like your compassion is going to give you a lot of support, right? Because it will clear up illusion and uncertainty and stuff like that. And after that, you're going to be able to come back to your heart, to who you are, essentially. Yeah, you guys gotta allow this journey to happen. Yeah, it will make a lot. It will help you make sense of your life a lot better and of yourself. And I feel like it's going to give you a lot of strength, and it's going to really play like not play a number, but like the opposite, like really affect your emotions in a very positive manner. I feel like you're going to be more stable in your emotions as well. Let's pull some tarot here. Let's see what was discovered here when you saw the light, when your plans started like pretty much not coming through, like when something got illuminated and you saw where your plan was made, constructed on a bad foundation. Maybe this deck really doesn't have anything for us. What am I speaking? Yeah, so it's like you saw that you could not have success there. You saw, even if it's subconsciously, you realize that going in this new direction will actually bring you more success. Yeah, it illuminated the fact that success was not possible. Six of Pentacles and Six of Cups here. Um, this is a lot of times, someone you have kind of like a soul contract with. Yeah, so it's almost like you saw that this contract you had between you and someone else, or you and a situation, was not going to be successful if you go in that same direction you initially thought you were going to go in. What's on the bottom of the deck here? Yeah, and you had to leave. This is something that might have shaken your foundation in general. Yeah. Yeah, and it's almost like, you were like holding on to it too much because you thought was going to be success there, but then it's almost like life, or your ancestors here, that they're talking about the roots and stuff, or that part of yourself that's like older, like it's lived more lives. Yeah, that part of your ancestors, it illuminated the fact that success lies somewhere else. Yeah, I think you thought this was going to be successful, and it actually proved not to be. And when you look at it, you're not very happy about it. But what you don't realize right now is that was a breakthrough. That was a breakthrough. But a break in your plans was also your breakthrough spiritually at the same time. Yeah, this was big. Yeah, whatever it was, it really messed you up for a bit. And the Empress. Yeah, it's almost like you realized who you are. You realize that you're more than that. Maybe you realize you were playing small. Or now looking back on it, after you do the healing, you realize that you've always been this Empress. And maybe here you did not treat yourself as the Empress. The Empress is somebody that's very creative. And more than anything, it's somebody that lives in their truth. The Empress doesn't fake it. We all think that the Empress is somebody that's like really done up and pampered, and everybody loves her. Sure, it could be that too, but at the same time, more than anything, it's somebody that lives in their truth. It's somebody that will not like accept anything that's extra. or that's anything that's fake, right? The Empress is always like who she appears to be, right? There's no fakery, there's no confusion, there's no illusion. The Empress is the truth. So it's someone's like true self. Yeah, so it's like you're going to revisit these memories now, and you're going to realize that that was not your true self that was making those plans and stuff. It's almost like you didn't think big enough of yourself. Okay, let's see. Um, why with the ancestors here and the gratitude, this is something that this is where the whole change begins. It's with you having gratitude for whatever happened over here. Yeah, it's crucial right now. I feel like this is where you are right now. Six of Swords. So this is something that it's like a formula. It's like you found the way out. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. So it's important to find. It's important to look at whatever happened here with gratitude, because that is your way out of the pain. Yeah, and this is something. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah. So this is something that you need right now. It's like you need to go on this journey over here, and by allowing it, by approving of this, you are going to receive help from the universe, and you are going to go in this direction here on this beautiful journey, which really just comes back here. It changes the way you see the situation. That's what this whole reading is about, essentially. Yeah, it's like you got the formula for success. That's your way out. You found the code, you found the key to get out of negative emotions. And this is something, this Five of Swords here is something that will um, help you make this change. So it's almost like you need to go, like I feel like right now you want to be in that Four of Swords energy, where you're like kind of like at peace, kind of almost like you're living like in your Zen mind, right? And then this happened here, and that's the fifth sword. So that debalances, like unbalances everything, right? So you need to approve. You need to approve of this new journey. You need to allow this new journey. You need to take this key and put it in the lock, okay, by approving the journey. And even though this is so uncomfortable right now, right? Like this unbalances the whole situation that was planned to be to be peaceful, right, and stable. You approve. You put you. This is like your fifth sword, and once you approve it, this is your formula. This is the first step you take through that door that you're opening. Yeah, sometimes we have to be selfish, you guys. We have to do what's good for us. Like we might be judged by other people. I feel like others might judge you and be like, oh, then that's so selfish to like think that way or to go in a different direction. But no, you have to be like, no, I love myself, I'm doing it for myself. And for create here, so if you take this key and put it in this lock, you are going to step into this new direction, right? Into this new direction that brings you to a healed heart and the power to attract a lot of abundance with this Page of Pentacles here, right? So this is like a new journey in the sense that it's a new direction, and the Pentacle. So this is something that is a manifestation, an actual, like 3D life event or something that's happening. So you're going to be able to create this new you, this new mind shift, this new way of doing things and moving through life. And this new way is much safer than the other one, even though it appears not to be safe with this Five of Swords here. But it is much safer, and you are going towards yourself more, like a lot more than if you were to go through with this initial plan here. Yeah, so have gratitude for what happens here, even if it was painful. Yeah, it's almost like balancing, like making the right decisions, and realizing your priorities will take you in this direction that will benefit you greatly in the big scheme of things. Okay, let's get something about the compassion here as well. So this is something to do with your confidence as well. Is like once you start forgiving yourself for things going wrong over here, and you start loving yourself despite everything that happened, and understanding that it had to happen. And it might have been some of it your fault, but it's not even like that. It's just, I feel like something external happened here, like there was some kind of a failure of that nature. Then yeah, so once you get into that energy of compassion, your illusion and worry will dissipate, and you will be more confident and more happy in your own energy. You're going to be able to relax a little bit, right? It's almost like you're coming back home by having this compassion for yourself. You're not going to care so much about what people think about you, or how the world thinks you should be. It's almost like you're going to be happy within yourself, and you're going to be able to relax in your own energy and your own comfort. And that makes sense, because when we live in illusion, we think we're not enough, right? And then that makes us think that we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like, maybe today I made it, but I'm not enough anyway, so tomorrow is gonna, the failure will show up, right? Because that's what uncertainty is. Somebody who knows that no matter what, they will be okay because they have themselves, that gives them a certain certainty, a certain certainty. But you get my meaning here. Yeah, so it's the compassion that will give you peace. Okay, and let's get one more card here for what the result of this whole process will be. Yeah, it's the confidence. You will be able to stand in your truth more, be who you are, and it's going to help with your creative potential as well, which makes sense because we also got create here. Yeah, so you're going to be able to create this new way, but you're also going to be more creative. Like, your creative powers will be unleashed, and that gives you a lot of confidence, right? And people will be attracted to you and stuff as well, which also makes sense because your heart chakra will be more open. Yeah, so I feel like once you get into this energy, once this process is over, then you're really, like, your plans that you were making here, you're going to adjust your plans, and then they will really, like, come through for you. Like, a lot of what you truly desire will come your way. You'll be able to accomplish it. You'll be able to create your life in such a way that it takes you to your personal goals. Wow, good luck, you guys. I know you're going to be able to do this. Yeah, I can sense it in the energy, just the kind of person you are. Yeah, you're a builder, the Knight of Pentacles. There's a lot of pentacles here too. Some swords, we have some fire, some water. Yeah, so you are generally a very balanced person. Let's get one more card here, or maybe two. Okay, and let's see what your inner child stands in all this. Because when you're on a huge, trajectory of change, your inner child is affected greatly. right? Like the more work you do on yourself, the happier your inner child is, and the more creative you become, right? Because you live in that playful energy. Speak to yourself with kindness. Become aware of how you speak to yourself. Yeah, see, so that comes back to this compassion here. Yeah, so be kind with yourself. Be kind with yourself. Allow the changes to happen. Create the changes that you want to happen. Be kind to yourself and speak to yourself with kindness. And your heart and your inner child will thank you a lot. Yeah, I feel like yeah, I'm really getting that. Like you're really going to your creative powers will just take off, man. Connect to eternity within. Let yourself be held by love. Yeah, so the message is pretty clear here. If you guys have any questions or anything you need help with, just put it down in the comments below. Or if you're on TikTok, just where the comments are on TikTok, and I might be able to help you guys. I also want to get one of this roll oracle. Like I feel like this is important for some reason right now. I wanna see. This is something to do with probably your life purpose, or there's something that all this change it will bring you closer to your life purpose, which makes sense because a healing journey usually will. Buddhist meditation, Zen, and serenity. Yeah, so it will help you with your peace. I feel like you're a person that can act and is very creative, but also thrives in that, Zen energy, in that peaceful energy. Yeah, there's something with you and certainty. It's almost like when you're in this calm energy, you're more certain of your life and of yourself. And it doesn't matter if there's a huge like storm going on around you. It's almost like you're sitting in the eye of the storm, untouched. Yeah, so this is you right here. I'm feeling that big time. Victory. Yeah, so that when you get yourself into this energy, that's when you know that you have victory, and then whatever plans you make will um will come to fruition. Well, let me tell you, you're a wonderful person, and I'm most definitely rooting for you. This is all I have for you guys today. I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.